Hi garden friends, it's a rainy April day, but that's not stopping me. I'm putting together some containers today, and have you ever heard of a 30-second planter? Well, I've got one, and as a master gardener for over 30 years, you don't want to miss this one. So let's go, shall we? Here we go. First, you want to start out with really great potting soil, and then I go straight in with my thriller, and this is what gives the container height and makes it stand out. And then next, I'll put in my filler, and that goes in the middle of the pot too. This beautiful purple Picasso petunia. Next, I just start tucking in my fillers around the middle to make it feel full and balanced. I usually plant these a bit closer together. They'll grow in and look even better in a few weeks. And I've got this little graphic here. Hopefully this helps. And I've also decided to add this beautiful Gara. This beautiful butterfly Gara is a drought-tolerant perennial featuring delicate white four-petaled flowers that resemble fluttering butterflies on wiry stems. And I usually place the ones in front at a bit of an angle. And then I add my spillers around the edge, and this is what softens everything, and it gives it that finished look. And now we have our thriller, our filler, and our spiller. The wonderful thing about this beautiful pot is I bought it secondhand. It looks like it's a lot heavier than it is, but it's made out of a material that's actually lightweight. So we'll rinse this off, but I just wanted you to see what it looks like all the way around. Now this Gara is going to be in the back, and it's going to come out and it gets little whimsical flowers on it. We'll just rinse the leaves off and it's going to be perfect. So there we go. I love it. And don't forget to check out the tools and supplies that I have listed in the description below. What do you think? And today's garden tip of the day is one that I see people get wrong all the time. Even experienced gardeners. Are you ready? Don't use too small of a pot. Now, I know when you're at the garden center and you see a cute little pot, the price is right, and you think, oh, that'll work just fine. Friend, put it down, and here's why this matters so much. You see, when a pot is too small, the roots have nowhere to go. And when roots run out of room, the plant just stops performing, no matter how much you fertilize it. Your blooms get smaller, your plants get super stressed out, and by mid-July, everything looks sad and tired. And you're going to blame yourself when it's really the pot's fault. A too small of a pot also dries out incredibly fast. Especially in the peak of the summer heat, you could be watering twice a day and still not keeping up. That's exhausting, and it's hard on your plants. Now look at these large secondhand pots that I'm working with today. This is what gives your plants the room that they need to stretch out, grow, and absolutely thrive all season long. The bigger the pot, the more soil, the more moisture retention, the more root space, and the more stunning your container is going to look from May all the way till frost. When in doubt, go one size bigger and go secondhand when you can, and you'll never regret either one. I wanted to show you some of the containers I potted up last year. This is what I potted up a couple of days ago. And this is what I potted up today. As you can see, I think it looks great. And I also potted this up a couple of days ago. That's the sedum there. And then, of course, here's my sparkling amethyst. And then the second pot that we potted up today. And with that being said, I've got this one here. Now this is going to get tall blooms on it. It'll be similar to this one here. And that's a salvia. So I'll be able to put that in my flower bed once it's done blooming. And this is called Storm Burst. And here is my pink cashmere verbena. I love grouping containers together. It feels more full and layered, especially when you mix the heights a little. It makes a beautiful statement and impact, wouldn't you agree? I mean, I think they look beautiful. It would be better if this one was blooming, but it's not yet. So I'm very delighted with the plant choices that I made. And here's another option, a tabletop container. Isn't that charming? And here is the beginning stages of my front flower bed, and I used pots in this area also. And all of these containers were from my gardens last year. I like mixing different containers. It's like terracotta, different sizes, and it just gives everything a little more of a collected, layered feel. Now this has bacopa and that purple fountain grass in it. And I've got this little planter here that I put together. That's tiarella and sassafrage. And as I walk up here, you can see these tulips have definitely taken a bit of a beating from the rain, but I still think that they're absolutely beautiful. What do you think? Are you ready for the 30-second planter? Now, this one says 30-second planter right on it. It's proven winners. And you could probably find a 30-second planter at your local nursery where you have all this groupings of little plants that you can just pop into your planter. Now, I'm not going to take this out right now because it doesn't get enough sunlight here for these plants, but I wanted to demonstrate to you just how simple it is. And this is one of my favorite tricks. Just like that. And all I would need to do is take them out of this pot. And for right now, I'm just going to place it into this beautiful stone planter. I just wanted to demonstrate to you how easy it is that you can put a whole grouping of plants together in your pots in 30 seconds or less. And I also make sure that I use a continuous plant fertilizer. I sprinkle this around my plants once I've potted them up, and then I will fertilize them with this, and I also use another fertilizer that is a water-soluble fertilizer, and I use that to fertilize my pots, usually once a week. And if you enjoy videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe and send me a comment down below. Can you believe the gardening season has just started? Well, I hope this has given you some inspiration today, and I hope you're having a great gardening day, and I'll catch you in the next one.